I remember how painful it was at times for me. I recall the times that I would drive up to the casino, excited, even, I guess probably excited would be the word to use, because it's like a high, right? You're on your way there to get into the casino. What are you thinking of? What was I thinking? I would be thinking about certain slot machines or certain areas in the casino, and I would be thinking about maybe the last jackpot that I had won from a certain machine, of course. So you go into the casino and you search for those machines. This is my experience, or at least one of my experiences of my gambling days. And then you go into the casino, and sometimes you get so excited. I remember I used to get so excited of going into the casino that I would lose track of what I was thinking before I got there, and I would walk up to any machine and I would begin putting my money into those machines. It was 20 after 20. I wouldn't go into a casino unless I had several $100s or more. I couldn't just go into a casino with $20 or $40. I would have to have a good couple $100s in my pocket, at least a minimum of at least, I would probably say about $400 to $500 in my pocket, and then whatever else I had in the cash cow, right? The ATM cash cow. You milk that thing all the time, whatever you can get out of it. And there was times where I would just be there for hours. Nobody knew. I would shut my phone off. Nobody knew where I was. And then there was those days where I walked out of the casino with money in my pocket. But most of the days I walked out of the casino with no money in my pocket. That was very depressing. That was very low. It was very confusing also. And with that you bring guilt and shame, because when you walk out of the casino and if you've had losses, especially if you've had losses, you can have winnings and walk out of the casino. You'll go back and you'll lose that too. It's never really a win. It's just not. That's a lie. That's part of the sharp hook. It's a very, very sharp hook, and it's a pretty good size one too. It's got a really, really jagged, well, not jagged, it's got a really sharp point to it. And that thing digs into your subconscious. It digs into your spirit little by little. Every time that you go into a casino, that thing is just digging deeper. It's digging deeper inside you. That's why it's so hard, figuratively speaking. That's why it's so hard. That's why it's so challenging for people to get away from gambling, because that hook is so deep. You ever gone fishing? I remember one time I was fishing with my dad, and my dad would fish with, he would wrap fishing string around a Budweiser can and use my bobbers, my lures, as an indicator when he was getting bites, when the string was being pulled down in the water. I would use a fishing pole. I remember one time I swinged my fishing pole back. I was with my dad. This was years, about over 30 years ago, over 30, 35. I caught my dad in that skin. For some reason, the hook got caught in his hand. You know, the little web area between your thumb and your finger, your pointing finger. I remember that. And I think we had to cut the hook. It was either my dad or I think it was my dad. He got a little bothered by it. I used to love fishing. Maybe I should tell more of my fishing trips, my fishing escapades. Like the time when we had a fish in the water on a little chain and the snake came right up to the fish and was taking the fish from us. Anyways, we're talking about gambling. We're talking about the sin of gambling, of problem gambling and the casino and the lifestyle and the things that you go through. By the way, this is Santos Rolon Jr. here, aka Soldier of Self-Mastery, ex-gambler, no longer a gambler. I'm here in Stockton, California, enjoying a wonderful Thursday, feeding my spirit and producing some content. By the way, if you enjoy this video, let me know. Share something specific about this video content in the contents below. And make sure to subscribe to the tribe and turn on your notifications. Below this video, right below this video in the description box area, you're going to find some information. Please check it out. Don't be lazy about it. It'll take just a few seconds of your life. And who knows what you might find by going to the information below. It may be the key that unlocks that lock for your life. So I would drive home beat, depressed, already thinking, right, using my imagination, my creativity, my resourcefulness, how am I going to care for this bill? What is going to be my excuse for getting home at 2 in the morning to explain to my wife? You got all these things going on in your head. And you always, I notice one thing about problem gamblers, they're very creative. They lie very well. They're very good manipulators and liars. And I was there too. I'm not proud of it, but I was there too. And I'm glad. I made a video. Somebody asked me a question, Santos, what's it like to live life now after gambling? So maybe you've watched that video. This video is basically kind of going back in time and looking at my situation. And hopefully you can relate to what I'm talking about here. Maybe you're past it now. You've made a decision to better yourself. Or you could be a problem gambler catching this video right now. I'm warning you, my friend. If you are a problem gambler and you're not seeking a way out, but you've stumbled across this video, you're headed for a very ugly, disastrous experience, a journey in life, if you're not already there. I warn you and I caution you to stay clear and begin turning your life around. That's what this mission is about here, Soldiers of Self-Mastery. I'm going to end here. I really don't want to talk too much more about that scenario. Let me know what you think. And I will see you on my very next one at the top on the inside, my friend. Peace through strength, Soldier of Self-Mastery salutes you.